If you are looking for a holding tank bomb that will get rid of the goo and the poo, Clean Tank has it. I'm going to run down the recipe for you in a minute. So make sure you come back to this episode of Hanging with the Hazes Unscripted.
When he speaks from the heart and tells it like it is, we call that unscripted. Welcome to Unscripted from Hanging with the Hazes.
What's up, y'all? What's shaking? How y'all doing? Now, check this out. If y'all trying to get rid of that doodoo smell in your tank, I'm going to tell you how to do it. Now, Clean Tank has posted a bomb that is supposed to clean your black tank. Now, I know y'all are familiar with bath and shower bombs. Well, this is a homemade doodoo tank bomb, black tank bomb, however you want to call the tank. Now, they do smell really good once you get them things going. So I'm going to tell you how to make a holding tank bomb that do a great job at helping keep your RV waste holding tanks clean. Now, based off the GEO method of RV holding tank maintenance, basically Calgon water softener, Borax laundry detergent, and sometimes baking soda. I do not ever recommend putting bleach down your tank because bleach will eat your seals, and you don't want to deal with that. Those pods do a great job of keeping your RV waste holding tank clean between really good hydrojet cleanings. And you can do hydrojet either with the jets that's already built into the coach, or you can get a professional job done. Now, the ingredients for the bomb. Here's what you got to do. Borax, baking soda, citric acid, and a few drops of water. Now, most of the first two ingredients can be found at your local Walmart or supermarket. Citric acid can be found there as well, usually over in the baking soda aisle or the baking aisle. And you can find most of this stuff on Amazon relatively easy at a reasonable price. Now, citric acid is a mild acid, and it's found in lemons, thus citric, citrus, that type of thing, lemons and limes. And it's generally considered safe for your RV holding tank seals, whereas bleach is not. Now, it is used in shampoo and face peels, body scrubs, stuff like that the woman typically uses. And it's even used to clean my aquarium when I had those big setups. And it is great for an environment where trace amount of the chemicals can prove detrimental to sensitive fish. So it's a good thing to use. Again, 1/3 cup of borax, 1/3 cup of baking soda, 1/3 cup of citric acid, teaspoon of water. Now, what you want to do is mix that borax, baking soda, and citric acid up into a dry ingredient in a Ziploc bag, a gallon size will do. Mix it up real good. Add a couple drops of water in there and allow the ingredients to bind together. You want to mix them up real well, and you might have to add several more drops of water as you go along. Now, pack tightly into a silicone mold. Use the type that that makes like a round golf ball size ice cube or something like that for cocktails. Let that thing dry up overnight. Pop out the mold and let the bomb continue to dry for about 1 or 2 more days. And then just store it in a regular airtight container. Now, the huge key here is to keep water to a minimum. You only want to use a few drops at a time, enough to just get the ingredients to stick together. Anything more than that and it becomes a mess. It becomes like a soup. And not to mention, they will expand out of the molds and just make a mess. So you want to try to keep the water down to the drops that we talked about. Now, after you've emptied your black tank, okay? Now, I will also say that Clean Tank says that they'd work well in gray tanks. I do believe that. Again, that's why I say don't use any type of bleach. So what you want to do is after you empty your black tank, put a couple of gallons of water in there, about 3 gallons or so, down the toilet. Drop the bomb in there and then let that thing do its magic. Now, if you want better results, Do this before you leave your RV site or before you get to your RV site, because that sloshing back and forth will help break down the doo-doo, and that foamy soap will clean the tank. So that is very important. Will it work on a poop pyramid? Probably not. However, it is good if you regularly clean your tanks and it is not completely filthy. Now, if you notice that your tank has like poop pyramids and stuff like that in there, you need a professional cleaning, or stick some type of water jet down there to break that stuff up, get it all cleaned out. And once it is like, spick and span, nice and clean, then you can use this as a maintenance type thing. And that is definitely what I recommend, to make sure that you got pleasant smelling tanks. Don't nobody want to go in there and take a doo-doo and then mess around and they get a whiff of that tank, boy, that's been baking, boiling, and frying for weeks on weeks. Now that's not a cool thing. And not to pick on anybody, but if you black, that ain't good in our community at all. That'll have people talking about you in the street. So with that being said, make sure you take this recipe, bake it up. Make sure that, your tanks are smelling good. If you do have a holding tank problem for your gray tank, that sour smell you get from like funky old skin, it will definitely assist with that. And it'll make things much better for you. This is Crazy Keon, the Crazy Camper, hanging with the Hazes. Make sure you check us out on YouTube and all that good stuff. And I'm out of here.
Be sure to join us on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music, and you can always catch us on Facebook and YouTube. Hanging with the Hazes.